lot of trucks are always back on these back roads here. The road I run goes parallel with the state lines. I just need some fuel. And I don't need much. Of course, you gotta have your sign out. We got a 3-inch double female because I this airline off. Now you can open that to finish bleeding pressure off. What's up, everybody? Y'all, I have been sitting for just a tad with all this ice storm and snow everywhere. But now we've had good warm weather the last 2 days, and the roads on the back roads that I run are good. I've got to lean down like this so y'all can see, because my seat is all the way down sitting on the floor. And of course the drop visor, you know, you can't really see that good because the drop visor, that kind of screws things up. So I got to lean all the way up on the steering wheel so y'all can see out around. These are the kind of back roads that we run a lot. Run the route that we run if you want to haul any weight. Now granted, I wasn't sure whether I was going to actually take this road. There's a little bit of snow left right there. But try to get a hold of some log trucks and a paper mill to find out, hey look, what's the road conditions like on the back roads? Because they always travel the back roads. Log trucks, chip trucks, and tankers love these back roads like this. Couldn't ever get a hold of anybody. But then as I got closer to where it was either, you know, as they say, shite or get off the pot time, I was getting to that point of no return where either I go straight to the interstate and run all the way down to I-10 or down to 95, run that way I-10 and 75 back up into Georgia, or I run the back road straight across. I'm like, well, I saw some trucks coming. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this route. I'm glad I did, because so far the roads have been good. See these back roads, there's a lot of trucks. See, they got their hunting dogs up there. So a lot of trucks are always back on these back roads here, which is why my brother hit a deer, a possum, hit a coyote back here. All the hunters are always back here during hunting season with their dogs out here hunting. So you always have to watch out on these roads. You don't want to freaking hit a hunting dog, because that would be a sad thing to hit somebody's hunting dog. You don't want to hit a deer because they'll absolutely trash your freaking truck, destroy it. But it's all about weighing your options. Do you run the interstate? Do you run the back road? So I figured, hey, while it's daytime, it was 50 degrees when I left Fernandina, Florida. So I'm like, hey, let me go ahead and try it and see. And now this guy just came out from here, so he's probably going to the exact same paper mill I'm going to here in Clyteville. So we'll see how it runs. Hopefully, you know, he's not, but I'm assuming he is. He's coming this way. Now generally the log trucks will get moving now. They generally don't let the grass grow up underneath them. You do get a couple of them here and there that'll go slow, but for the most part, they'll get up on it and, you know, do 60, 65 on the back roads. Yeah, here in Valdosta, they actually have some slow snow left. You can see snow all over the place here in Valdosta. Well, I guess this would technically be considered Lake Park. But yeah, all this is right here, just above the Georgia-Florida line. The road I run goes parallel with the state line. So all this is area that's in the shade, stays in the shade, I guess. Because like out in the open, see, there's no snow out there in the open. No snow in the open. It's all right there, kind of in the shaded areas. So wish they would finish this road construction right here. I think they said this bridge got washed out during Hurricane Helene, I think. So they got it rebuilt very fast. I think that's when somebody said it got washed out. Because all that was before my time, before I come over back to Rogers and run this. So you can still see the snow all down in there. But for the most part, the roads are good. Yeah. All right. Since I have a driver ahead of me, I'm gonna swing up here and grab me some go-go juice first. Let's hold on there, UPS. Just let me get through first.
Exit.
I have to say, I do kind of miss my going to the TAs for fuel, because I think I got better fuel mileage out of the TA fuel than I do Flying J.
Turn right on I-75 North.
Oh, hush. But they won't let me use my fuel card over here at Rogers. I have to use their fuel card because they do the IFTA. So, I mean, it's kind of a trade-off. I can use my fuel card and then I'm responsible for the IFTA and taxes, or I can use their fuel card and they pay the IFTA fuel taxes and all that. And so, I mean, this is kind of a trade-off, but you know, it is what it is. And theirs is EFS. So
at the roundabout, turn left.
They primarily use Flying J pilot.
Oh,
shut up.
I-75 North.
See, it's wanting me to go on the interstate. I don't want to go there. I want to go get fuel.
Make a U-turn. At the roundabout, make a U-turn.
Oh, shut up.
Then at the roundabout, turn left on I-75 North.
See, look at these roundabouts. I don't know if you can see his tires. I mean, why put these roundabouts knowing that trucks can't freaking clear the roundabouts? So what was the point of it? That's the dumbest freaking thing. Oh man, you gotta be effing kidding me. Pardon me, but oh, I'm gonna swing to that first one right over there.
Proceed to highway
normally
route.
I run night shifts. I'm coming in here at nighttime when nobody's here, nobody's in the lanes.
Turn left.
And look, I mean like this guy.
Feet. Turn right.
The truck's already pulled
then
forward.
Turn right.
Okay, they got blocked off. I guess he's sleeping.
Second exit.
But yeah, I need to get me some go-go juice, and I'm glad I have the app here. Like, we go to the Flying J app. It'll pull up, start mobile fueling. Do I want to start mobile fueling? Yes, I do. Enter in my fingerprint. We're gonna pull her up. Boom. Yeah, you want to use my T-check card? Let me hurry up and go on duty. Yes, I want the diesel fuel only. On duty. Here we go to on duty driving. I'm gonna try to save my driving time, so I'm gonna do on duty yard move for fuel. So as I'm driving through and pulling forward and all, it doesn't eat up my time. Do 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 all do all. Y'all don't need to see all my driver stuff. There we go. No, I don't need a cash advance. I just need some fuel. And I don't need much. So I'm actually going to come back here tonight and grab fuel again. I'm going to go back, grab another load, come back and load another one. And then that'll get me back to go run the one load. Because if I get 50 gallons will get me back to go load it and then make it back here. Then I can do it, get fuel tonight when I'm coming back after I run my second load into here and reload. That'll give me enough fuel to get back there, reload going down or more north into Georgia, run that load, go back to Fernandina, grab another one, come back this way, and then get fuel again. Since I'll be running that round trip, you know, from here to there, here, back there, back there. I'll get fuel here each day. So that'll give me enough fuel to get back empty, reload, go up to Georgia, get back to Florida, reload, come back here to Georgia, unload, and then get on my way back. Then I can get it here, because right here, it's 20 cents cheaper than where I'm staying at in Kingsland each night. And it's 10 cents cheaper in Brunswick, Georgia. So I try to get it here whenever I can. And hopefully this guy up here gets on moving out of my way. See the 34,000, 33,000, 5 kind of fluctuating. So I loaded light because I wasn't sure, like I said, I wasn't sure whether I was going to run the interstate or run the back roads, but I decided, hey, okay, it's 50 degrees. Let's run the back roads and see if they've thawed out, and then look and see if there's any wet spots anywhere. See if there's anything that will be running onto the road. And there was nowhere where it was running across the road as stuff was melting. It wasn't running across the road to freeze and make a slit spot. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna run the back road again tonight. So I know I can load more weight tonight on this next load, because I'll be running the back road, y'all. Anyway, we're gonna get on this fuel, y'all. Go inside, use the bathroom if this guy's not done yet, and we're gonna get on down the road. Well, Well, here we are. I'm glad I did stop to get fuel because he is still there unloading. And I even got held up for 10 minutes waiting on the guy to come out. I got fuel, went in, got a refill, used the bathroom, got my fuel receipt. Come out, still had to wait for 10 minutes for a guy who was pulled in front of the fuel aisle, you know, past it, waiting to find him to come out and freaking get in the truck and leave. So imagine if I wouldn't have got fuel first, I would still be sitting here. Yep. So I'm glad I did. So hopefully he will be finishing up really fast so I can freaking get, because I was hoping to be able to make it back tonight, but I don't think I'm going to be able to now, because it is a hard push on the 14 if you've got 2 unloads and 2 loads to do on a 14, plus, you know, it's 2.5 hours driving time each direction, so that's 5 hours per load, so that's 10 hours. Then I was 45 miles away, so that took 50 minutes to get there to the first from the truck stop to where I loaded. So that gives me no wiggle room at all. Oh man, this is a Greek tragedy, y'all. Man, but this is paper mill life. This is paper mill life, y'all. Ain't nothing you need to see. Like at the other end where we load at, we can get tail to tail, so we can be right there, pull the hose off his, stick it on mine to load. But see, I need to slope because the driveway runs down like this. You can tell by all the trail running down like this. So I can't be there and go tail, otherwise it's all going to slope to the front of the trailer. So I have to wait till he comes up and see, and he's got to back up to come right back out this way. So I need to give him plenty of room so that he can back up to swing back around. Oh man, anyway. Mill life, y'all, mill life. Well, y'all, we are here getting unloaded. Of course, you gotta have your sign out. We got a 3-inch double female because that's a male end, that's a male end. So you gotta have a 2-inch or 3-inch double female, bucket underneath it. Wheel chalk, gotta have your wheel chalk. There's our valve. We got our airline hooked up top because I have not made a cheater hose to run from there down to here, where all I gotta do is open that ball valve, hook the airline down here, hook to the ball valve, and then I gotta keep climbing up the top. Have not had that made, but I will get one. Of course, you know, got our sign out in the front. So we're almost done getting unloaded here. Walk around here, see what our gauge is. Now, I'm at 13.8 on my drive, so I'm almost done. Be done maybe about 3 or 4 more minutes. Now, I'm sitting at, I just went and got 50 gallons of fuel. So of course, by the time that kind of settles down, it'll probably be right around half a tank. I was 79.2 with 46,000 pounds loading in the trailer. So imagine if I loaded 47,000, I'd definitely be overweight. So I'm definitely running the back roads coming back, because coming back with the back roads, I can load 48,000 because this stuff pays by the weight. So the more weight you haul, the more you get paid. It's only like 18 bucks per 1,000, but 18 bucks is 18 bucks. So I mean, that's 36 bucks more than what I'm gonna get paid for hauling this. So $36 more, that's 36 bucks, you know what I'm saying? So we have to do more, but yeah, we're almost done. So when we get done, we'll cut our air off. We'll throw the sign up. So as soon as I notice it starts shaking a little bit, I'll go ahead and cut the air off, go up top, unhook that, bleed that off. Then we'll go ahead and throw the sign up. That way, while that's still kind of clearing the line out, because all this just dumps straight on top of the tank. It comes in our line here, comes up, comes over, wraps around the tank right here, and then it shoots straight up the tank, goes over, and dumps right in the top of this tank right here. So see, you follow the line here, runs along this tank, straight up, straight across the catwalk, and that's the tank we unloaded into right there. And if we fill it, it's actually nice and warm. You can actually feel it vibrating. That is a lot of Dawn dish detergent. Man, I would love to have a gallon of that. Man. That's a lot of dome. But yeah, we're almost done, y'all. One thing about a paper mill, you can always tell what direction the wind is blowing. See, now here we are. You see it jumping. That's a clear sign she's almost done. Go ahead and cut the air off. Open this bleed off valve. That's bleeding the pressure off up here. So of course it's still gonna have pressure. You close that. Now it makes it easier to take this airline off. Now you can open that to finish bleeding pressure off. And yes, it is loud. Go ahead and pull my wheel chalk out. Go ahead and put my sign up. All while this is bleeding pressure out and making sure you get all of it out. Let's see, we're good. Close the internal, you saw the pins drop down. Close that one, external. Now since this just drops right in, there's no back pressure. So as long as you know you clear the line out, see, nothing falls back before you close that valve. Now granted, it's always best to go ahead and close the valve first. I'm just saying, as long as you're top feeding, you're good. If you let it blow and blow and blow. Now, you gotta bleed off here, so you can close this, close that, and bleed this off to make sure you bleed the pressure out, make sure nothing else comes out. But if you do like I did, you shut the air off, and you go and do everything else, unhook your line, pull your wheel chocks, everything else, that's clearing this line out. It's making sure you clear the line out. So then as long as you do that, that ought to allow plenty of time for this product to clear that line. And then we come and we get the lock back. And we're good. Go bump, bump, I double check everything. Now I gotta get my fitting. Close it. We're all good. We set the bucket over here. Now since we have to use our fitting, we use this water line attached to the outwash station, which they're running because it's supposed to get back down in the 20s tonight. We can rinse our fittings out here. Rinse out the fitting. Keep it just cracked. Now we got this, we make sure everything's up. Our wheel chocks are gone. That's closed and locked. That's done. That sounds, I always do a finger point. I'm bad. I don't know if you can consider it bad, but I always walk around and do a finger point at each thing to make sure I've done it. That's just the way my brain's always done it. I always do that finger point to make sure, like valve, airline, wheel chalk, sign, fitting. No, it's always best to do that. That way you get in that habit, you get in that routine, and you'll never forget anything. And you can see I'm sitting at 10,000 on my drives, emptied out. Put my gloves in there. Whew. Get my jacket off. All right. And I always look up behind me here. Whew, taking my hard hat off. Yeah, I forgot y'all were on my hard hat. Oopsie. Yeah. Take my safety glasses off. Go ahead and put my flashers on. As you can see, when I do my flashers, automatically switch to the blinker. Now we'll stick it on the trailer. So you can see I got my flashers on. Hit my spotlights on. I don't know if you can see in here, my spotlights come on. I always do all that. I blow the train horns. That way if anybody's back there behind me, they know, hey, I'm backing up. Now the other driver, he goes that way and goes all the way around. But I don't. I just back up here. And I'll show you why he does that. But I'll show you what I do instead. We back her up. Yeah, and these sorry jokers right here, they always lock that porta pot, so we can't use that porta pot while we're here. So that sucks. Okay, now by the way he goes around, he goes out that way, he circles all the way around the pond over there, and circles around that way, and comes around. Give this guy a chance to come around. Okay, he's gonna let me go by. Because they know us truck drivers, hey, whoa. Okay, they're getting off there too. Yeah, so a lot of the trucks, they'll give us truck drivers way because they know, hey, you know, we're on logs, they're not, they're hourly, so hey, it ain't no biggie to them. But see, he goes around the pond and that road comes back this way right through here. Because you can't make this turn. There's no way to make this left turn. That is actually the quicker way to go out without having to go all the way around the wood yard. But you can do this right here just as well. Come here, and sometimes I'll stop at that porta pot right there, but I just use it as a Flying J when I got fuel before I got here. And I hit that porta pot. See, then I just did the loop-de-loop because there's no way to make that turn. So see, he comes down around the pond and comes from that way. But you know, you gotta come across these freaking tracks. These tracks are freaking rough. But this way saves you from having to go all the way around the wood yard, then you just come straight out. This road takes you literally straight to the scale without having to go around through the wood yard and all. It's icky, it's messy, it's always filled with wood pulp all down here. Now, you always have to look down here because you can't always go this way. Because sometimes if you're on nighttime, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. I've never had a problem at night coming out this way. But during the day, you've got trucks that unload right in here, so you won't be able to get by if there's a truck unloading. So you always look. You always have to, just like trip planning, you got a trip plan, you got to plan your route. So don't turn down this way, and then you get this way like, oh crap, now there's a truck. Now I can't get through because there's unload stations right here. The trucks unload at. Well, you can't get around. There's no room between a truck and then overhead. Well, there's another unload station right here where you can't get through there. So you always look and find out, are there any trucks there? If not, then you can shoot this way and just take it straight on. It's all about observing your surroundings. Pay attention to what you're doing. I don't know how well y'all can see because, you know, it is nighttime. But hey, it is what it is, y'all. All right, y'all. We're going to get up here on the scale. We're going to get scaled out, and then we will holler at y'all later. Check out next video. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears